guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I just want to jump into today's video since it's been a while, so let's get into it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You know the vibes. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so today guys, we're going to be talking about Miss Demi Lovato. So let me tell you guys what happened with Miss Demi Lovato. So she had went to a froyo shop and they said something like sugar-free, like this type of yogurt, and because she's been through an eating disorder and like bulimia and all of these things, like it's very triggering for her. So she said she went on Instagram and made a long post about how she would never go to that place again, and she wasn't even comfortable getting frozen yogurt. And as I'm like a big like advocate of like the end, let's stop fatphobia, I was just like, okay, you see, I'm at crossroads. You know, I want to support my girl. I want her to be big, but I'm at crossroads. And I have a couple of questions for you guys. Can you, someone please answer me? I need answers to my questions because I want to know, why do my faves never win? And let me explain to you what I mean. Jenny Aiko, Big Sean, Justin, Sky, I had faves that I had like you know, in a horse race where like, oh no, they're gonna win, they're gonna take over the year, they're gonna be big. And Demi Lovato was one of them for me. Every single time I lose the bet. They don't end up being big, they end up being underdogs, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with not being the biggest star in the world. But why do mine always lose? You guys have you guys will have your faves that you bet on, Ariana Grande, Doja Cat, Cardi B, etc., and they win, and mine never win, and I am furious. Okay, number one, I am disgusted by all of you. I don't know if you guys had rough childhoods, who hurt you guys, if you guys need help. You guys are on comment sections talking about she deserves to overdose, all these all of these things because a woman is talking about diet culture. Number one, I will say my girl Demi's delivery is wrong. Her messaging is correct, her delivery is wrong. Her delivery gave me very white woman, I'm going through this, why are you guys not catering to me, like very much so vibes. I will say that. I will give you guys a crumb of your cookie. Okay, but she was mentioning a really good point about how we exist in a world that perpetuates eating disorders. Because you guys aren't even, the thing is, here's the problem. I think the reason why so many people had backlash or issue with her is because here's the problem that we're having here. People are still deep into that diet culture behavior. I'm saying just the white media, like the Emma Chamberlains of the world, a lot of TikToks. There's everywhere you go, the next girl's juicing up her celery juice, the next girl's eating her sugar-free this, that. They don't really talk about fat phobia. They're just like, they're very moderate with their politics. They're like, hey, you should be allowed to be fat and post your pictures, and that's as far as it goes. They don't really go deep into, oh, how has the society, has fat phobia taken over all of us? Why is it packaging is this way? Why is guilt-free problematic? They haven't gotten deep into that. We are so like aboard scared of fatness to the point of it has nothing to do with health either, because number two things, the people that are in comment section talking about she needs to lose weight, you need to go to work, Lizzo needs to do this. Weren't you eating fried chicken the other day? Because I'm telling you, every single person that I've met that's really skinny, like they're not that healthy. Most Americans aren't healthy. They're not going to the gym 3 to 5 times a week. They're not doing all this stuff, because if you actually did those, you wouldn't even, if you actually did those things, you wouldn't have time to come from Miss Demi Lovato. You wouldn't have time. You'd be doing crunches, sit-ups, push-ups, but you have time because you're on your couch watching Netflix the whole day. And I'm not shaming that, because I am those people. I am one of you guys. Not the shaming, the Netflix part. But here's the difference between me and you. I'm not a loser that comes for people for no reason. Okay, let's go back to point number 2. So most people are deep into diet culture, deep into that we're fat phobic as a society, and it's a problem that we need to address. The fact that food labeling can say guilt-free, if you really like unpack that, what about food is guilt? You know what I mean? Like, and I get, and here's the thing, if you're gonna be like, well, it's because like it has less, it's health. Let me tell you something. Most of the times, even I've watched Greg Doucette's videos, all the health experts in the world, most of the time they're actually lying in their packaging. You can literally get hot Cheetos from Kroger and compare them to the one at Whole Foods. They have the same grams of fat, same, like everything's the same. It's just the packaging. Now let's go to the situation. Did Demi need to do all that? No. And I think this is where I said delivery is wrong. I think that the thing is, the reason why I think sometimes Demi is, people label her as problematic or like not the greatest of all generation, is because of the way she goes about it. She goes about it very like attack dog mode, and that's okay sometimes, but okay. In life, if you have the resources and you are white, try to attack the issue systemically rather than this is an inconvenience to you, let me rant about it on Instagram. Because let me give you an example. See, Ariana Grande, like, say what you will about her, but she is very good at, hey, there's an issue in society, let me put my money where it's at, like, let me find a way to help, and let me just not be messy about it. See, that's the word messy, because I don't think that Demi Lovato is problematic. I think she's messy, and you know, a little bit of mess here, a little bit of mess there is okay, but it's just like, okay girl, so you went to the froyo, you saw that they had sugar free, you attacked the individual company online. Okay, and I'm not even like capitalistic where I'm gonna be like, oh my god, support small businesses, like no, like screw them. But I'm just saying, it's just like, it don't make no sense. If you wanted to really impact change, you could have gone home and been like, you know what, I hate this experience, let me work on what I can do to make a difference about this issue because I'm affected by it. Let me go on Instagram, make an infographic, talk to organizations and say, hey, is there a way that we can work to actually like on the nutritional guidelines or packaging, because there is actually like it's a okay, you could go to these places, find people, make infographics and say, hey, actually the term like such as guilt-free, like it's really messed up packaging, and for people that have eating disorders, it can be problematic. What's the research, what can we do, you know, that avenue. But no, my girl went to Instagram live talking about how she can get her froyo, and I get it, girl, but it just it's about how it comes off. But the way that you guys come for, I'm not here for it. And I'm just gonna say, the way that you guys, the way that our society is so fat phobic that you feel comfortable enough to come for a person like this, like you would have thought this person was James Charles, what's his name, Jimmy Star, I don't know that man, Jimmy Star, call him Jimmy. It's the way that you guys came for her. And I think that there's a huge issue in society where when women are plus size, they don't look like every other artists. You guys feel very comfortable coming for them in ways that are dehumanizing, because the way that people come at Lizzo, I'm like, what is wrong with you? What is, my girl posted a bikini picture and you're this pressed like some hair from a hot bar. You are pressed. Lizzo, Demi Lovato, like, and of course Lizzo, like, people come for them in different ways, but I've noticed that the way that people come for Miley Cyrus, Ariana Grande, or people that occupy less spaces, they're not as disrespectful. As this woman had two strokes, could not see. Like, you guys are cruel, and I hope you see somebody about that, because you guys are evil people. So let's make my point straight. I think at the end of the day, like, fatphobia is a real issue, and the fact that we think of food in a certain way is problematic, right? And like the fact that a food can be labeled guilt-free and like and there's so many labels that even if you're not even on Demi's side, like a lot of foods lie about certain things. Like it'll be like it's fat-free or it's healthy, and it's just like it's probably not, because it has a lot of refined sugars. But that's a nutritional class. But yes, and end of the story. Do I think that Demi Lovato deserved what she got? No. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. Do I think that her messaging is correct? Yes. Not her message is correct, not her messaging. Her message was valid. There's a huge issue in diet culture and how it has just blurred our visions on real life. We don't even care about having like a balanced diet, eating healthy. No, it's about like, oh, like all these things that have messed up our minds. And I'm someone that's been through that, so I understand it very well. So yeah guys, that's the video for today. But comment below what you guys think. Do you guys think that Demi Lovato had it coming for her? Do you think that she just stays in messes?